My name is Benedict Hosu. Thanks so much for joining me here on the AM show. We do sports at this time, and we'll talk the MTN FA Cup. We'll talk the matches that were played, the major European leagues with focus on the English Premier League. Then we'll talk about Real Madrid. Well, today we're going to show the Real Madrid game. They lost to Girona by 2-1. Barcelona won DS 2-0. Also, if there is time, we'll do the other European leagues as well. We'll be in Spain. We'll be in Germany. Be in France as well. Then we'll talk the under-17. England won it. They defeated Spain by 5-2. So what's happening to the English football? Well, something amazing is happening. If you ask me, the youth level, they won the under-20, and also just over the weekend, they won the under-17 champions. We'll bring you highlights of that as well. But we have to start here on the local scene. The MTN FA Cup final was on at the Tamale Stadium. It was a game involving Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak. Asante Kotoko going into that game were tipped as the underdogs following the fine form of Accra Hearts of Oak in this year's competition. Hearts have scored 10 goals and have conceded just 2, and Asante Kotoko scoring just 6 and have conceded 4. So obviously, looking at that record, one will say that Hearts of Oak were going into the game a better team than Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But Kotoko defied all odds and won that game by 3-1 with one man scoring a hat-trick. That's Sadiq Adams. We've got a highlight of the game for you.
Well, again, the referee Adari gives a decision as a penalty to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, it was a free kick, and I think that, well, Nakrofi, oh, this is just amateurish from Nakrofi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko with advantage to make it 2-0. Sadiq Adams! 2-0 Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Accra Hearts of Oak. Tamale is celebrating Kotoko. Accra Hearts of Oak simply confused. Calm, composed. And he gets the job done beautifully, Sadiq Adams. Emmanuel Jenfi. Good ball, trying to pick Sadiq. And Sadiq can make a break. Sadiq Adams, he gets a hat-trick. Sadiq Adams gets a hat-trick. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead with 3 goals in the first half against the Accra Hearts of Oak. And Sadiq Adams, he is simply fantastic. I think that's mistake. Kotoko's gift. And this time, Hearts of Oak will have to find a way as they try to move there for Tal Mohammed. Oh, good play, Hearts of Oak. And that is the spirit from Accra Hearts of Oak.
So it was a Sadiq Adams show as Kumasi Asante Kotoko defeated Accra Hearts of Oak by 3-1 in this year's MTN FA Cup final, which was played at the Tamale Stadium. In our subsequent sports bulletins, we'll bring you reactions from the coaches. You hear from Frank Nital. Also, we'll hear from Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Steve Polak and the man who grabbed the headlines yesterday and still grabbing the headlines this morning, Sadiq Adams scoring a hat-trick in that game. We have to move on in from Kumasi Asante Kotoko Accra Hearts of Oak FA Cup. One FA Cup game was played here in Ghana. It was the Women's FA Cup, the Sanford Women's FA Cup. That was played on Saturday at the Cape Coast Stadium. It was between Prison Ladies and Police Ladies, and Prison Ladies defeated Police Ladies by a 0-0 to win their very first major trophy here in Ghana. So Prison Ladies won the MTN FA Cup, the Sanford Women's FA Cup, which was played at the Cape Coast Stadium on Saturday. Then we'll move on and we'll do some more here on the AM Sports with me, Benedict Hosu. Now, we talked the 2017 FIFA Under-17 World Cup. This was a competition that we had our own Black Starlets in the team. Well, Black Starlets could only reach the quarterfinals of the competition after they lost to Mali by 2-1. Well, Mali went ahead to the semi-finals. Just unfortunately, they couldn't progress to the finals. And the two teams that made the final were England and Spain. So over the weekend, the two teams met, and England came from 2 goals down to win that game by 5-2 to be crowned under-17 world champions.
What Spain do here now? Miranda, and he has got the ball through. There could be a first shooting chance for Ruiz, and then it's across, still in that 18-yard zone beyond Danton, and down and into the net. Spain in front. The goal scorer is Sergio Gomez. It was untidy. Ruiz with the pullback, a chance of a second for Gomez. Footwork tricky, and they are still in here. 2 goals for Spain. They may be on their way to the trophy. Sessegnon can't pass it to Foden because he's in an offside position, but he can cross it in here. England are back, and Brewster with a nod of the head has given England renewed hope with his 8th goal of this tournament. Sessegnon again, the cross is good, the goal is good. England have done it again, they are pulled right back with an equaliser from Morgan Gibbs-White. Hudson-Odoi, he'll get into the area here. Hudson-Odoi, can they finish this one off? Yes, they can. The name is Foden. And suddenly it's England's players who are sprinting around the stadium. This young man has been one of the stars of 2017. They're a goal ahead. There are 7 minutes to play. Latibordier. It's into the net. Champions this year from the left, from the boot of the centre-back Mark Guehi. Hudson-Odoi, can they get a 5th goal? That really would finish it once and for all. It is Foden. He's done it now. England can start to celebrate. They're the world champions. England are the world champions. They've destroyed Spain. Gianni Infantino, FIFA's president, will hand over the biggest prize in under-17 world football. It belongs to England.
So England champions of this year's FIFA Under-17 World Cup. They defeated Spain by 5 goals to 2 in the final. Well, the 3rd place of game was between Brazil and Mali, African champions, and Brazil defeated Mali by 2 goals to 0 to clinch 3rd spot in this year's FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Well, we have to do some more, and we talked the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, which was held at the Athletics Oval on Saturday. Well, Safoda Ventures were big winners on the day. They won as many as 6 trophies. We've got a report put together by Asari Bediakon for you.
Safoda Ventures are champions of the coveted Men's Football Trophy at the 2017 edition of the Joy Sports Invitational. The freight forwarding company also won the women's penalty shootout, the 50-meter dash, the men's and women's 4x100 relay, and the women's arm wrestling competition. And Safoda Ventures were on cloud 9 after winning 6 trophies at the event. Escort Security won the men's arm wrestling contest. McDonald's Shipping were champions of the men's 100-meter race. Israel Loans won the volleyball competition, and Process and Plant Automation emerged champions in table tennis.
So congratulations to Safoda Ventures for winning big at this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. If you were not at the Athletics Oval on Saturday, then you missed out big time. Well, God willing, next year presents another opportunity for you to be a part of this amazing program. So we do the English Premier League, and the top teams all won their respective matches over the weekend. Manchester United won, Manchester City won, Arsenal, Liverpool, as well as Chelsea all were big winners. But first, let's check highlights of the early kickoff on Saturday, the game that was played at Old Trafford. Manchester United won against Tottenham Hotspur.
It was second versus third in the Premier League when Manchester United welcomed Tottenham to Old Trafford. These two sides were separated by only goal difference at the start, and United were eager to maintain their unbeaten record at home. Spurs have been full of goals this season, but their main linchpin in attack, Harry Kane, was ruled out with a hamstring injury. Music to the ears of the United backline. Hitman Romelu Lukaku was hoping to be among the goals again, as well as Marcus Rashford, who tested Hugo Lloris early on. Spurs put David De Gea to work before the end of the half. Eric Dyer came close to breaking the deadlock, but the Spanish stopper was on his game, putting in a good stop to round off a rather uneventful first half. The game intensified in the second. Henrik Mkhitaryan reminded his teammates of what was needed, creating some space before trying his luck. Lloris spilt the shots but made up for himself by keeping out Rashford's attempt from close range. United grew in confidence as the half went on, trying more in front of goal. Skipper for the day Antonio Valencia unleashed a ferocious effort that went over the crossbar. In Kane's absence, Dele Alli was Tottenham's most dangerous player in the attack. He almost opened the scoring, but he put his effort slightly wide of goal. On the other end, Lukaku's unlucky run in front of goal continued. He got a solid hit on the ball, but the woodwork came to Tottenham's rescue. Nevertheless, Spurs' resistance at the Theatre of Dreams was finally broken late on.
Lukaku, Martial, onside, scores, Stretford. There's your late goal, your late possibly telling goal. Anthony Martial leaps off the bench and scores for Manchester United.
A top-notch second-half performance did the trick for
So Anthony Martial scored the only goal as Manchester United defeated Tottenham Hotspur by a goal to nil at Old Trafford. Well, just as United won by a goal to nil, Chelsea also went away and defeated Bournemouth by a goal to nil. Liverpool were at home to Huddersfield at Anfield, and finally they returned to winning ways, won that game by 3 goals to nil. So we've got highlights of the Chelsea-Bournemouth game as well as Liverpool-Huddersfield.
Antonio Conte would have been hoping that last weekend's come-from-behind victory was going to be the catalyst in remedying Chelsea's recent patchy form. The English champions travelled to Bournemouth on Saturday and were the favourites for maximum points against the hosts, who, despite 2 wins in all competitions in a matter of days, were still in the job zone coming in. While it took very little time for the game to open up, the Cherries were giving as much as they got in the opening quarter. Not enough quality, though, to test Thibaut Courtois. Chelsea's first real chance was even better. A poor clearance from Asmir Begovic was pounced on by Eden Hazard. The Belgian slipped Alvaro Morata in. The Spaniard, though, fluffed his effort wide. Morata was looking sharp and used that to find a way past a defender or two, but Begovic stood firm in denying his former side the opener. Chelsea did, though, get that after 5 minutes of the second half.
Dug out for Hazard, Francis couldn't stretch. Hazard's in here for Chelsea, and Hazard scores here for Chelsea. His 4th goal in 3 visits to the Vitality.
Conceding forced the hosts to play a bit more in the final third, and their best chance of the opening hour fell to Jordan Ibe, whose vicious shot took a slight deflection and over. The final 10 minutes of the tie still saw both outfits search for the end product to their endeavour. Hazard again involved, this time Cesc Fabregas unable to complete the good work. 1 goal, more than enough for the Blues to win back-to-back league.
Huddersfield Town travelled to Anfield full of confidence for their Premier League clash against an out-of-sorts Liverpool on Saturday. Last week, David Wagner's side ended their 6-match winless spell with a famous 2-1 home victory over Manchester United, while for Jurgen Klopp and the Reds, their last match was one to forget after a 4-1 thrashing by Tottenham Hotspur at Wembley. The hosts had a half-chance at goal in the 15th minute, but Daniel Sturridge was unable to get his first-time volley to dip under the crossbar. Mohamed Salah produced Liverpool's first real shot on target, following a neat 1-2 with Roberto Firmino, but the Egyptian's shot was straight into the arms of Jonas Lascelles. In the 32nd minute, Jordan Henderson found James Milner in space, who fired off a powerful shot, but once again, the Terriers' number 1 made a great save. Liverpool were awarded a penalty in the 41st minute when Huddersfield skipper Tommy Smith was adjudged to have pulled down Firmino in the area. Salah was entrusted with the spot kick.
Saves it. There's Henderson off the post and wide. Superb start from the Danish goalkeeper.
At half-time, the score remained goalless. Liverpool made the perfect start to the second half. Daniel Sturridge benefiting from a mistimed clearance from Huddersfield skipper Tommy Smith to put the Reds ahead. That was his 100th goal of his club career. Liverpool doubled their lead just before the hour mark, Firmino turning home Milner's corner kick. The afternoon only got better for the club. In the 75th minute, Jorginho Wijnaldum powered in a fantastic strike for his first goal of the season to put the home side 3-0 up. That was how the match ended, as Liverpool returned to winning ways after 3 Premier League games without a victory.
So Liverpool defeated Huddersfield by 3-0 at Anfield, and also earlier you saw how Chelsea finished off Bournemouth by a goal to win that game. And other matches that we played in the English Premier League, Arsenal were at home to Swansea City. They actually came from a goal down to beat Swansea by 2-1. Crystal Palace drew 2-2 with West Ham United, with Andrea Yu scoring one of those goals for West Ham United. And Watford, Stoke City ended 1-0 in favour of Stoke City and West Bromwich Albion. Manchester City went away and won by 3-2 with Brighton Hove Albion drawing 1-1 with Southampton. And Leicester City yesterday defeated Everton by 2-0. So let's talk the Spanish La Liga. And Barcelona were winners of their game against Atletico Bilbao. They won by 2-0 with Real Madrid also beating Girona, losing to Girona by 2-1 at the Estadio Municipal.
Liga's toughest trips was Barcelona's to make when on Saturday they visited the San Mamés for a league encounter against Athletic Bilbao. Barca looking to add on to their fine start to the campaign after 8 wins and a draw. For Bilbao, in the bottom half of the standings would have been seen as a poor start to the season. They were warned as early as the 6th minute, Lionel Messi firing from range, keeper Kepa Arrizabalaga well behind it though. Once the two outfits settled into the encounter, it made for much better viewing. Bilbao should have been ahead when, after springing the offside trap, Aritz Aduriz saw his side-footed finish well stopped by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. At the other end, Messi, Suarez and Paulinho were involved in carving a chance out for the Argentine, who after eliminating the goalkeeper, unbelievably found the post from mere yards out. But when Messi turned the switch on again, he made no mistake, combining with Paulinho and Jordi Alba before firing home with less than 10 minutes to go before the break. Barca were to be, for the second time in the game, denied by the woodwork. This time Messi to Paulinho down the right, who shot cannon back into play, all before the half-time whistle. The very same furniture was on hand to deny the home side early in the second half, Raul Garcia rising high but kissing the bar with his header. It was another header very late in the game that forced ter Stegen to once more use a firm hand to keep his sheet clean, the German equal to the task. And that laid the platform for Barca to counter and well into added time get their second. Cruel on Bilbao, but the table toppers with another hard-fought victory by 2-0.
So Barcelona won, Real Madrid lost, and in boxing, Anthony Joshua also defeated Takam in round 10. We'll bring you highlights of that later. Also, Lewis Hamilton won his 4th Formula 1 World Champion title with Caroline Wozniacki also beating Venus Williams to the WTA finals in Singapore. My name is Benedict Owusu. That's how we end sports. Join us later at 2 for more sports.